Oh, yeah. I understand that corporations want to make improvements and innovate on their products. But when I used to be able to copy and paste the email addresses from uh, my mail.com account into my Outlook upgrade that you did, but now they don't. Yeah. Only the Yahoo email accounts can copy and paste into the Outlook in upgrade that you did. Yes. Very annoying. Ooh. Now, as important as it is to provide these free email accounts, yes, you do get paid, don't you? Ouch. Now, I'm just wanting to make sure that the corporations that have taken it upon themselves to protect email accounts and those that are their clients, every time that you decide to turn off the virus scanner so as to cause an alarm for those that receive it as if it were spam because it hadn't been scanned, yes, I'm going to sue you for that. Pooch. And for closing the case in Sequim, Washington, without investigating who it was that actually committed the crime, I'm going to sue you for that. Yes. And I just want you to know, okay, not having a status because nobody wants to call me or email me, ooh, I'm going to sue you for that. Okay. Now, somebody committed a crime in Brennan, Washington on or about June 16th of 2017. Yes. But if I remember right, I had emailed approximately 2,500 emails that day. Yes, that had a video from that morning that I was sitting in front of the Masonic Temple. Ouch. Now, not having a status means that it's not being investigated. Oh, well, since I didn't commit the crime and you're going to enforce my right to a speedy trial, yes, we can't close that one either, can we? Ouch. Now, does anybody know who was at Brennan, Washington on or about June 16th of 2017 and what individual sent emails from either my email accounts? Yes. Or said it was myself that emailed when I hadn't? Yes. Because I'd like somebody to investigate exactly what the fuck is going on. Because I'm going to sue you for that. Now, you're not going to end up owning anything. Do you understand? Brett Roberts, Jack Range. Oh, you're going to have to enforce my right to a speedy trial, and you won't be able to close it. Yes. Now, there's some felonies defined, a class A, B, and C. I put a little final stamp here. Is it a felony for any police officer or any court to close a case when they know they have not gotten the individual that committed the crime? How? How'd you like to spend another 5 to 10 years in prison? Now, I went through this. Yes. Is it an attempt to commit a crime or is it a crime? Yes. A felony, right? To close a case when you know that I've given you the evidence probably 1,000 times? Yes. And instead of finding the individual that actually committed the crime, yes, you decide to close the case and act like we don't have to know. Pooch. Now, you had no problem arresting me. Yes. You had no problem trying me. You had no problem putting me in jail for 27 days. But you seem to have a problem with finding the actual perpetrators of crime. Now, you remember that conspiracy? If a B felony, if a Class B felony is a crime and you're in the conspiracy of those employees of the police and sheriff's departments, you get a Class C felony. Oh, if it's a Class C felony, yes, you get a gross misdemeanor. Ouch. Now, not having a status, not having a court date, are you going to find the individual that committed the crime that I was arrested for? Or are you going to act like, well, we know who it is, but we can't put them in jail because they're a part of the conspiracy to get me admitted into a mental facility? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Um, Closing the case, right, when without prejudice or with prejudice. obligating me to a mental health evaluation without any due process to myself, without a signature of the petitioner. Yes. Having a wrongful execution and serving somebody other than myself on August 27th. Yes. What are you going to do? Now, I want to speak to my sons. As soon as you have to open that case up again and find the individual that did the crime, you're going to have to exonerate me from any crime. You're going to have to remove the protection order, and you're going to have to allow them to call me. And if you don't do it today, you can have another 10 years in prison. Okay. You can have another 10 years. Now, why don't you find out what person or persons committed the crime on December 31st of 2015? And then why don't you find the person or persons that committed the crime on June 16th of 2017? And then why don't you all put them in jail? Right. And then you yourselves can lose your badges, your guns, and every fucking one of you can get tried for the conspiracy of refusing to enforce the laws of the United States. Was your plan to fuck me over? You're going to prison.